We're underway. Nets basketball broadcast in high definition, presented by Panasonic. Marbury on a shake and bake and a floater off the window.
Now defensively, though, the Lakers are matching up Kobe against Marbury, so that's interesting. And just watching Marbury before this game with introductions, he looked like he had a lot of juice in the legs and a lot of pump.
There will be a fair share of Laker fans in this crowd tonight with the defending champions in town. Bryant.
Oh, pretty.
He challenged Harris on the drive.
How about the delay in the air, too?
Bryant averaging just a shade under 30 points per game. Fox could not lay it in. And the Nets are on the move. Here's Marbury with a lob. Slam by Martin.
Get down the floor in a hurry. That's one of the things the Nets want to do. They want to get down the floor quickly tonight.
Here's Bryant off the O'Neal pick.
To run that back for the woo-hoo.
I don't think that's a term you use in everyday life very often. Bryant straight away.
You have 2 kids. I have 4. I woo-hoo them all the time.
Marbury forced to get it outside. Shot clock at 10. Marbury wide open, challenging Shaq around him for the layup.
He's so smart with the basketball, and that's just not fair for Shaq to try to come out 10 feet away from the basket to try to guard Marbury.
Van Horn gets on the board. It's 12-8 Lakers. Dump down. And Shaq rocks the rim, literally. Martin gets a touch. Off the double, he loses it.
Good help by Fox just then. Double team in the post.
Bryant strokes it. And a foul.
Now, Marbury didn't get that call at the other end. Let's see if he reacts. He just walks by.
Marbury swings it out. Van Horn on a crossover and a leaner.
And a better decision, too, by Van Horn because Shaquille O'Neal was lurking behind, just waiting for that extra dribble to come in and meet Van Horn then.
Nets with a fresh shot clock here. Marbury for 2.
That's what they need from Marbury. They're going to need a big game for him offensively tonight.
And Fox rims out on a 3. Martin gets it ahead.
Now's the time to challenge.
Great find. Marbury to Van Horn.
Running the floor. Once again, one of the things the Nets want to do when Shaq is on the floor, especially to beat him down the floor, but the Nets have to take advantage of those opportunities.
And the Nets closing the gap. It's 20-16 Lakers. Grant jumper, no. And Williams came up a little bit lame in his attempt for that rebound. May have been stepped on. Down the lane. Marbury gets the roll and the foul. Marbury is so strong as he cradles the ball.
And the amazing part is that the strength continues with that shot.
Bryant breaking down the defense.
The All-Stars are warming it up. A little trap for the Nets, takes some time off the clock.
Foster handling it, gives up his dribble. Bryant on a fadeaway. Kobe Bryant with 10 on 4 of 4 shooting, 2 of 2 from the line. Nets can reset it. Marbury, Martin, Van Horn all back. Eschmeyer and Fike round out the 5. Here's Marbury.
Yeah, Marbury, really, they look at this lineup, Ian, and everybody else on the floor. Keith Van Horn is your what, your 2 guard right now?
Marbury.
Oh, man.
Swings it through. Here's Ori on a dump down. O'Neal. They leave Harper open. He carried the ball, no call, and gives it away to Van Horn.
Here's the break.
Marbury advances. Harris spots up with a corner jump, and we're tied at 35.
They have proven early on in this half that they can get some shots if they push the ball up the floor.
Lakers spread the floor. O'Neal off a double. Bryant wide open and a 3.
That just frees them up so much because Shaq is such a force.
Here's Van Horn. Oh! Comes up short on the spin. Couldn't scoop it home, and he was looking for a call. Bryant finds the cutter. Look out! O'Neal with a big hammer dunk and a foul. Marbury, pull-up jump, book it.
It's got to be an all-star half for Stephon Marbury, the second half, for him to carry this basketball team.
Here's Fox. Bryant finds Shaq, and a 2-handed flush. Shot clock is at 19, just about 2 minutes elapsed. Here in the 3rd, Bryant on a great entry by Harper off the inbounds. First action post-All-Star break. And LA with the lead. Marbury cuts into it with a jump shot. And now New Jersey is within 7. Grant battling for position with Van Horn. They'll stay at home. Bryant with 6 to shoot. Fade away for Kobe.
It's just the talent. A difficult shot, but he really makes it look easy when he gets that foot planted, elevates, and drifts away from the basket.
Here's Marbury, one-on-one. Marbury turning the corner, leaning in for the bucket.
And you get Shaquille O'Neal away from the basket, and it opens up an opportunity on the right side.
Here's Marbury. Shot clock is winding down. Van Horn with a leader. Cans it. Ernie Fryer will toss it. Knocked around, and the Nets will have it. Off the pinball action. Harris ahead for Marbury, who advances.
Competitive juice is flying.
Oh, a three.
Oh! There's a little bit of a statement, huh?
5 points for Aaron Williams and a 2-point Laker lead. Bryant to the rim. Hesitation. It's good, and the foul.
A pro move right there, and an all-star move to boot.
Newman lines it up. Can't convert on the three-pointer as O'Neal taps the ball to himself and then is able to save it as he left his feet. Bryant up the floor. On a spin, Kobe gives it up. Grant with a layup.
How about Grant tracking that basketball just then and keeping his eye on the ball the entire trip?
Morey fires off the fingertip. A little too hot to handle for Grant, but the Lakers have it. 8 to shoot. Grant jumper. Off the rim, Van Horn gathers.
2-for-1 opportunity here if they want to take it.
Marbury lines it up and hits for three.
Smart play, too. Smart play understanding the clock.
8 to shoot. Marbury gives up his dribble. Harris spots up a three. Drills it.
Boy, what a great decision by Marbury not to get too fancy and do it all himself.
Marbury on a crossover to the rim. Wild shot! Circus delivery for Marbury.
The highlight film in itself just then.
Van Horn pulls the trigger and connects for three.
A little different option, too, with the Nets. They have to get something other than Marbury, which we're touching on, distribute the ball a little bit.
Marbury at three. Off the side of the rim. Van Horn could not grab it. And here's Bryant on the open floor. A shake and bake. He finds Ryder for the jump.
Still in play. Go over, hit the top.
Bryant controls the ball. Big finish, O'Neal.
Kenyon Martin is even smiling on that one.
Shake and bake. Van Horn, 87-78 Lakers. 9-1 in dunks for LA. Van Horn had it smacked away. Newman has it knocked away. With 3 to shoot, the Nets will retain it. 10 to shoot. Here's Martin. Hasn't really been involved offensively. On a spin and jump shot. Kenyon Martin has 8 points. Van Horn an open look for 2.
Last 2 times down the floor, Nets getting Marbury giving the ball up to Van Horn to Martin, so they're distributing it nicely. Now they just have to somehow figure out how to get Shaq out of the middle of the lane.
Here's Bryant. He is tough.
Oh, is he ever? Is he ever? Oh, look at Shaquille. He's in there a long time, and he knows to go quickly with it.
Camped out for a hook shot that doesn't drop.
When he gets stuck in there, that's when he has to go fast, because he's in there for a couple seconds.
Marbury zigzagging, left-handed layup. And he put 2 Lakers on the floor in the process. Matson and Ryder could not keep up.
Pretty good activity defensively. Let's see if the Nets can sustain it.
5 to shoot. Bryant one-on-one. Pull up 3. Buries it.
Boy.
They give Martin that jump shot, and he connects.
Well, that's the thing. That Kenyon Martin can start to knock that down very consistently. It's going to add a real different dimension to his game, because the strategy has been to let him shoot the ball there.
They're getting a breather for O'Neal, but Kobe Bryant has taken over. He is gifted. Here's Ori making his move on Martin, and a fadeaway way off. And a 2:38 to play. Marbury stop and go. He gets hit and connects.
And another muscle move there for Marbury.
Marbury, by the way, with 40 points. His career high is 42. And he has scored 9 of New Jersey's last 11. Van Horn on 3. Buries it.
Big time shot from Van Horn. A little bit of money, and you look up, and all of a sudden the Nets really have a contest on their hands just under 2 minutes.
100-96 Lakers, an 8-0 New Jersey run with 1:46 to go. Here's Bryant way outside, 5 on the shot clock. Lou will force to heave it up. Bryant up high for the rebound and the putback. Big goal, big time bucket for Kobe Bryant. 8 to shoot, 1:10 to play. Bryant, one-on-one, Harris trying to stick it. Kobe,
Oh,
spectacular!
In crunch time, no less.
Under a minute left. Harris jumper. No. Knocked outside. Marbury controls it and backs it out with 52 seconds remaining. Marbury!
Oh!
Buries the three! 45 for Marbury, a new career high.
Didn't we see this on Sunday?
104 to 101. Lakers cannot deliver the knockout punch. Here's Lou between the leg. Marbury
Great effort.
for the steal. Shot clock at 8. Lou penetration. Knocked away. The Nets have it. 30 seconds to play. Marbury for the tie.
Oh! Get out of town! Stephon! Baby! Oh, what a shot!
Here we go. Newman, .6.
Good move.
Off the deflection. And we are going to overtime.
Don't tell me what Marbury's going to try to do.
Marbury.
Oh, baby.
He has 50.
5-0.
Nets up by 1. A minute 35 to play in overtime.
Fight has his hands full.
Bryant zigzagging to the rim. No. Trying to follow his shot. Nets control it with Fight. Into the hands of Marbury. Newman, baseline drive.
Oh, big time.
Got it to go. 110. Nets and Lakers tied up. 10 seconds to play in overtime. Here's Bryant, defended by Harris. O'Neal sets the screen. Spin move. Bryant.
Oh, baby.
It rolls down and a foul with 4.8 left. Kobe Bryant with a chance for 3.
It's incredible because you knew he was going to be involved. So did the Nets. The Nets were aware of it. They play it fairly well, and they just can't stop. An all-star with a superb and sensational move. I mean, he even gets hit pretty well there by Martin, puts it through.
And the pose after the bucket. He can make it 3 with a free throw. It's good. 113 to 110. Nets will use a timeout. Newman, pump fake. Into Marbury. He'll get a 3 off for the tie. No good. It's over.